crew chief, number 69, Garchi Ferrer.
This is season 101.
San Beda versus Letran in NCAA season 101 basketball. We begin the ball game. Good to have you here, Martin Javier, Prince Rivero. Later on, we'll hear from Fatima Reyes. First crack at the basket here for the Knights. Prince, etong Letran galing sa talo. Mataas ang expectation sa kanila going into the season. But obviously, in the first game, they dropped it. Not the ideal start for them. How do you bounce back?
First of all, kung titignan mo tong Letran, umpisa pa lang, they're really trying to execute their play. Siyempre, kailangan makakuha ka muna ng rhythm. But, if you're really gonna look at that first play, kita mo kung paano yung pressure nitong San Beda. Making sure na they know na they mean business. After coming from that great win during their first game, pinaparamdam agad nila yung pressure dito sa Letran as early as now.
Yeah, San Beda's confidence is sky high after that first win against Benilde. And speaking of confidence, yung humawak ng bola kanina, Brian Sahonia, na-foul na ito ni Teo Cuajao.
Martin, sa tingin mo may epekto ba yung hairstyle ng Letran dun sa naging first game nila?
May chance.
Kasi medyo yung superstitions di ba?
Yeah.
Sa tingin ko, it plays a role
At yung mga lineup na kino-coach ni Coach Alan Ricardo, we saw that in the juniors division.
Ever since.
Ever since. Yun yung mga nag-champion.
Oo.
Brian Sahonia picking up from where he left off in the previous game, knocking down the first basket of the game.
And this is the Brian Sahonia that we didn't see much of last season kasi medyo hindi siya ganun ka-aggressive both on taking the leadership and yung role ng pagiging yung veteran player na kinukunan ng puntos ng San Beda.
Pero mukhang ibang season to para kay Brian Sahonia. Of course, different mentality. 16 points against Benilde. He starts off the scoring with a triple from the left wing. And San Beda, despite being slightly depleted today, they're not faced at all. Sahonia off the screen, floats it up, hits back iron, gets it back. Sahonia again, this time off the glass.
That was a great offensive play by Brian Sahonia, but I think he saw the roll guy from the big man, which made him look at him, and then the defender decided not to help out much on him, and he got off to that shot, and then the offensive rebound.
Peter Rosillo answers right back for Letran. Yan ang unang 2 puntos ng Letran Knights. Rosillo was a non-factor against JRU, only 2 points. They look to pick it up here. Papeño, quickly to Cuajao. Cuajao! That's the whistle on the rookie, Jimmy Reyes.
Ito na yung pinag-uusapan natin kaninang aggressiveness and yung energy ng Letran. Although San Beda got the first point, makikita mo naman dito na pinapakita na nila yung pressure dito kay Coach Allen.
Teo Cuajao at the free throw line. This gives us an opportunity to go courtside with Our Lady of Fatima Reyes dahil i-explain niya sa atin kung bakit slightly depleted ngayong araw na to itong San Beda Red Lions. Fatima, go ahead.
Martin and Princess, we are expecting a dogfight between these two rivalry teams. The San Beda Red Lions will be playing today's game without their captain, Yuken Andrada, due to right shoulder strain, which according to him needs a week to recover. We will also be seeing RC Kalimag due to back spasm and MJ Veloces, who is still under the weather. On the other side, nabanggit nyo nga, it's a good news for Letran as Teo Cuajao is finally back after missing their first game at naibahagi niya sa akin na kung meron daw siyang bit-bit na mindset at ang kanyang kupanan, ito ay syempre matalo na sa lahat, huwag lang si San Beda. Now let's see how this classic rivalry will unfold to give us an exciting game. Martin and Prince?
Thank you so much, Fatima Reyes. Well, that's the mindset to have in a rivalry game, Prince.
Yes, and again, yung mga ganong classic mindset, maririnig mo lang yan sa mga rival teams. Di bale nang matalo ka sa ibang team, huwag lang doon sa rivalry na kalaban ninyo, which is yung San Beda and Letran. Again, I'm not saying na okay matalo sa ibang teams, pero yung mindset mo coming into a rival game, normally ganun talaga. And thinking about that and making sure na one page yung isang buong team nyo, na yun ang mindset, is really gonna give you that energy and then, that will to win.
They have extra motivation today. Meantime, Teo Cuajao picking up 2 quick fouls. So, he takes a seat. Medyo malamig pa si Teo Cuajao. Pinalitan niya ito ni Jun Roque.
Oh, and that's gonna be tough for Letran, especially I was about to say kanina na I like the pace of Letran, how they're trying to push the ball really on offense and them pressuring San Beda on defense to get those turnovers and force bad shots. But him picking up those 2 fouls, medyo, it's gonna take out the balance for Letran.
Jimmy Reyes knocking down 2 free throws. That guy, rookie point guard ng San Beda, came over from the US, from California, played NCAA Division II, was a big factor in that win against Benil. He had 13 points in his NCAA debut.
Again, he won't be called Iverson for nothing.
That's true.
And rocking the number 3.
Yeah, I know. Alam mo kung sino yung idol ng magulang, ano?
Tama.
Jimwell Iverson Reyes. Meantime, Letran behind by 3. Rosilio unable to handle the ball well. Nawala. Kay Rosilio yung bola doon. And a quick substitution for Coach Allen. Jonathan Manalili, who comes off the bench for the 2nd straight game, is now inserted.
Martin, if you're gonna look at the lineup of both Letran and San Beda, I think ang strength ng Letran should be their bigs.
Yeah.
Kasi mas agile yung bigs nila na nandito ngayon sa lineup compare mo sa San Beda. Again, Yuki is not playing.
Yeah.
Si Yuki ang pinaka pwede magpahirap dito sa Letran in terms of bigs, pero hindi siya naglalaro. So I think Letran should maximize that.
Yuki not playing with a shoulder strain. Oh! Money shot para dito kay Jimboy Estrada.
Napakaganda ng move na yun, ano? He got that bump and then that separation that he needed to get the shot off.
That's a familiar Jimboy Estrada shot. Letran within a point. Brian Sahonia, who's having a fast start. And he continues to be hot for the Red Lions.
Wala pa siyang pawis pero dalawa na. Yung tinira niya sa labas na na-shoot niya.
8 out of San Beda's 10 points. Nanggaling lang po kay Brian Sahonia. Buen Salida runs into a double team, turns around, but it's off. Etule. Oh, Manalili got too aggressive on Reyes. And he'll be called for his first foul.
Isang sign para malaman mo na aggressive ang isang team dumepensa is maaga silang nape-penalty.
Yeah.
Okay. They're trying to make sure na San Beda knows na hindi kami papayag na sumabay kayo sa pace namin. And them trying to play defense, ang downside naman nun is kapag nasobran ka sa aggressiveness, you get fouls.
Kasi 6:32 to go. You just saw the highlights of Brian Sahonia. 8 points already. 6.5 to go. 5 fouls na. Itong Letran Knights. 5 team fouls. Christopher Martin in attendance. Of course, one of our actors here in GMA, also a sparkle artist.
2 free throws for Jimwell Reyes.
Okay, so kinorek nila. Long to lang yung huling basket nito ni Brian Sahonia.
Oo, parang nung nakita ko nung tumira siya, medyo nakaapak sa linya. But the referee called the 3, which they corrected now to 2. So, makes sense.
7 points for
7
Brian
points.
Sahonia. But that's still a lot. Especially in the first 3.5 minutes.
Yes.
Diba?
I mean, 3.5 minutes, 7 points para sa isang player. Aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressiveness nung pinapakita ni Sahonia.
11-6. Jimmy Reyes able to knock down another set of free throws. Manalili trying to shake him off. They go to Tapeño. Roque on top to Manalili. That's an offensive foul. Oh! No, it's not. It's going to be against the Red Lions.
Holding foul, number 2, Kian Caldona, his first 3 on the Red Lions.
So,
14 seconds
Medyo
on the
baka
shot.
nasobrahan sa aggressiveness and maybe na angle of the referees. Meron talagang kapit na naganap na hindi natin nakita.
Manalili, fresh clock for Letran. Titing attacks. Etule gets the board. Puldora broken up by Jimboy Estrada. Estrada, pull-up jumper, too strong. Tip in by Jun Roque.
Arthur Roque.
Ito na yung aggressiveness ng Letran na pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Right after the basket, makikita mo yung mga guards nila. Pume-pressure na agad sa inbound pa lang.
Oh, they forced the turnover on the other side. Letran calls for time. They are trying to catch up here in the first frame. Welcome back to the coverage. Brian Sajonia had a game in Araneta on October 1st against the Blazers. 16 points.
Oh, relentless beast. Bagay na bagay dun sa pangalan ng Red Lions. Dalam-dala niya, especially dun sa game na pinapakita niya ngayon, kanina as early as 3 minutes and a half, papasok pa lang dito sa quarter na to, yung aggressiveness niya to score and to really maximize yung mismatch na napupunta sa kanya. Again, we all know na medyo maliit siya, pero yung build niya at saka yung base ng katawan niya ng foundation, mas malaki compared mo to regular guard, which is maximizing and getting those separations and creating open shots for him.
Yeah. Knows how to use his body.
Yes.
Especially against guards that he can handle. Manalili. Oh! What a move! Dipsy-do! What a first basket for Titing Manalili. Look at this, Prince. He is here to dance. Manalili, the cross. Oh! And then the Dipsy-do on his way to the cup. Umupo pa, nagkape pa sa ere.
May panahon pa para humigop ng kape bago lumeyap.
This guy is a special player, and he can't wait to show it here in the seniors division. We saw it in the juniors division. Pero ito, unti-unti na siyang nagpapakilala. Not a contact. Etule rejecting Manalili. He was looking for a foul, pati si Coach Allen right in the referee's face.
But that was a great defense.
Yeah.
Naiwan niya na to si Brian eh.
Oh! Binura?
Eh, kanina binanggit ko lang sa yung build at saka base nito ni Brian Sajonia, creating space. Eh, sinabi lang naman ni Manalili na kaya ko rin yun.
Shot clock violation against Letran. That's their second one in the first frame. Nangyari yung una sa pinakaunang possession.
And again, the score is 11-10 and makikita natin kung paano talaga dumipensa itong parehas na team. Ibang-iba talaga ang mga laro kapag rivalry ang pinag-uusapan.
Sajonia misfires. Ball tapped around. Kuldora is able to draw the foul.
Bismarck Lina. Pumasok na. And Jomel Puno. Ayan.
Yeah. Jomel Puno and Jonty Miller. Jonty Miller scored 16 points in his debut. Jomel Puno wasn't there against Benilde as he was recovering from an injury. Great to see him back on the court. He'll enter in just a little bit. Pati si Nigel Gonzalez, nasa court na rin natin.
Oo.
For San Beda.
Yan yung mga veterano.
Kabila naman, Kevin Santos. So, Santos and Lina. Yan yung magiging matchup natin sa center spot.
Parehas malalakas kumuha ng rebound. Parehas malalakas bumangga. Parehas magaling humanap ng mga open spots underneath.
A player who wasn't utilized in their game against Benilde para sa San Beda, si Zane Halbuena. Just checked in as well. Kuldora knocks down the second. Puno comes in for him. Mark Denver Omega. Balik dito sa ating, enters the game for the first time. In the first contest against JRU, he actually started. Unable to make the catch.
6 sila. 6 yung Letran na players. Oo, kasi 4 yung nandito. 2 dito. May tao sa gitnang open. Iniisip ko, bakit open to? Eh, lahat sila may bantay.
Just a miscom on the floor. Yeah, you rarely see that happen. Oh, yeah. Oo nga. Hanggang ngayon, 6 pa rin sila. Jun Roque is still there.
Sino yung pumasok? Si Santos, kapapasok lang. Omega, papasok pa lang. Pero inbound pa lang 6 sila.
Yeah.
So nagulat ako, mayroong isang open pero lahat may bantay. Sabi ko, sino kayo nung tao to?
Ito kaya yung sinisilip ng referees natin. Yeah, pero 6 nga sila until the pause happened.
After nung substitution, hindi lumabas yata yung isang player. Pumasok lang.
Sige, tignan natin to. Okay, yan nga yung sinisilip ng referees natin. Okay, ang pinag-uusapan nila, either 6 lang sila, pero may point of view yung ating official na 4 lang yung nasa court para sa Letran.
Yun yung sinasabi ko sa'yo kasi 3 yung nandito, may isa sa gitna. So baka yun yung kita
4.
ng camera. Pero may 2 tao dito na kinuha nung San Beda, kaya open yung gitna. Ayan yung sinasabi nila na 4 lang. Kasi 3 yan. 3 yan, tapos may isang kumat dito na pang-4.
Si Omega yung nasa gitna, yung sasalog
yan,
dito.
pang-4. May 2 pa dun. May 2 pa dun sa corners.
Okay. Okay, so 4 lang talaga. Nasa labas pala. At least, that's what we're seeing here in the video. But
hindi nakunan itong side na to, pero andito yung 2 sa corner. Kaya kung titignan mo yung San Beda, 2 player nila nasa may paint. Kasi 2 players ng Letran nasa 2 corners. So, kasi kaya hindi to kinuha kasi mas mauuna talaga yun dito kasi transition to.
Okay. Again, we
technical free throws.
Don't see this a lot.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, but it happens. So, that's a tech on Letran. Jonty Miller to take a free throw. Jonty also coming over from Fairfield, California. Ang lakas ng hype. Sige. Ito, this is another perspective.
Ayan 4. May 2. Ayan may 2 pa dito. Yan yung sinasabi ko. So 6 nga.
6. This is the full court view. Okay. So 6 na player yung nasa loob para sa Letran. Kaya po sila natawagan ng technical foul. Bismarck Lina.
Kanina, ang sinasabi natin na magiging matchup, itong si Santos at si Bismarck. Nakakita ni Coach Ali, parang medyo lumaki si Bismarck. Si Omega na lang ang ilalagay natin sa kanya. And pagpasok pa lang, inatake agad nila si Omega.
Kaya first foul dito si MDO. So Bismarck Lina going to the free throw line. He gets the roll. Bismarck Lina against Benilde. In their first game, only played 10 minutes, took 2 shots, scored 2 points, which is, of course, not the usual Bismarck Lina numbers. Pero they'll take it kasi panalo sila against Benilde.
And again, minsan hindi lang natin nakikita through points yung nagiging tulong ng isang player kasi maraming mga players dyan, role player lang pinapasok to defend certain guys, making sure na yung bantay nila hindi rin nakakapag-contribute. And that alone is already a win for that player.
Estrada against Gonzalez. Santos stopping his dribble. Awkward shot is off. Jonty Miller gets it. Here he comes. Miller attacks. Miller gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up for Jonty Miller.
Alam mo sino nakikita ko dito kay Jonty Miller?
Sino?
Parang halo ni Ja Morant at saka ni Clarkson. Yung klase ng laro, kung gaano siya ka-relax. Gaano siya ka-relax magbaba ng bola. Tapos isang tingin sa kanan lang, lumipat sa kaliwa. Ando doon na. Ganon ka-open.
Yeah. And you see his perspective on the court. He sees it, you know, on an
iba yung
level
vision.
higher.
Iba yung vision na nakikita niya. And again, I think isa yan sa mga bagay na nakukuha ng mga players na nanggagaling abroad. Kasi doon, mas malalaki talaga yung mga players and iba talaga yung game of play doon.
Higher level of play. Oh, Omega and Lina. Wow, that's 2 quick fouls on MDO. And that was also his problem in the first game.
Medyo mahihirapan itong Letran kung ganito ang magiging takbo ng laro nila, no? Yung gigil na dapat ginugugol nila para sa pag-pressure, nadadala rin nila sa offense na nakakasama pa.
Dun sa first game nila, Omega only played 5 minutes and he had 3 fouls, Prince. Kaya hindi na siya ibinabad nito ni Coach Allen. But he started that game.
Baka yung jitters nga, no? Medyo it's getting to him.
Lina. Handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez pulling the trigger. Not that time. Jumel Puno with the offensive rebound. Gonzalez wisely pulling it back. Pumuposisyon yung Bismarck Lina. Lina, no. And Santos collects the board.
Okay yung nakikita nitong San Beda, no? Ina-attack nila si Omega. Again, Omega has 2 fouls. If they get that 3rd foul, automatic pauupuin na yan ni Coach and mababawasan yung malalaki ng Letran na nasa loob, which they can really maximize.
San Beda has been controlling the first quarter so far. 18-10 lead as we go to this timeout. Balik sa ating laban. And in that loss against JRU, Jimboy was still himself. You know, he had Jimboy-like numbers.
Yeah,
Jimboy
he tried to take over doon sa game na yun, pero nabitin. Ayan yung hindi natin nakikita ngayon. Sa mga nakakita, yung Letran kasi, and normally yung team nito ni Coach Allen, bago mag-start ang season, lahat sila nagpapakalbo. Kasi para sa kanya, it's a sign na parang to get your feet on the ground, na to stay humble. Kasi back to zero. Kumbaga. So hindi natin nakikita ngayon yan.
Speaking of, it was reported dun sa first game na yon ni Gleisel Galpo na sabi ni Coach Allen, sige hindi muna, pinagbigyan muna yung mga bata niya. After the first loss na lang sila, kung matatalo sila magpapakalba. Kaya I wonder why it didn't happen. Looks like he is, you know, giving...
Bakit may mga buhok pa rin sila?
He's giving another chance to his team to prove themselves. Oh! Kevin Santos with a put down.
Pinaramdam lang niya kay Bismarck na ako dapat yung ka-matchup mo, pero binigay ka muna kay Omega. Bigyan na lang din kita.
We have to see that again. Albuena got the step off to the left. And that could be the momentum swing Letran has been waiting for. Big moment on the offensive side for them. Let's see if they can follow up. Posisyonan sa ilalim. Albuena gives up the foul. And this was the two-hander. Manalili going to Santos, who was cutting baseline. And no fear on the two-hand jam.
But you know, that's what I like about Santos. Ando doon yung emotions niya, pero nonchalant lang siya Kahit na nakakuha siya ng mga big plays na gano'n. I mean, even before, nakakuha siya ng big plays, makikita mo straight face lang siya. Pero pag tinignan mo siya, parang napakaangas.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what he's hoping for, hoping that could get him going and his team. He had 10 points and 11 rebounds in that game against JRU.
That might be the spark na kailangan nila para dito sa game na to para makabawi, makabalik.
Gonzalez brings it across. Nigel sends it out. Miller, too strong. The rebound goes to Roque. Uy! Manalili makes the catch. Manalili, pocket pass. Again, it's Santos on the receiving end. The two-man game between Manalili and Santos.
Ito yung pinag-uusapan lang natin kanina, yung swing na pwedeng makuha ng Letran. Mina-maximize nila na mas maliit at mas maganda, mas malaki yung frame nito ni Santos dun sa bantay niya, making sure na ma-attract nung guard yung big man to get that open pocket pass.
Jonty off balance. No problem for Jonty Miller.
Kanina yung drive niya, Ja Morant. Pero yung pull-up na yan, Clarkson yan.
Yeah. He is a very crafty scorer. Talking about Jonty Miller. Can get it in a variety of ways. Manalili. Drop off. This time it's Buensalida scoring underneath. Manalili is having a field day against the San Beda defense here in the first.
Yeah, Letran's bigs in general. Actually, ang gumagawa ng paraan para makabalik itong Letran. Props to the guards also of Letran for seeing those pocket passes.
Banker is good for Jonty Miller. And the bank is open on a Sunday as well.
Yeah, and he's feeling it.
Yeah. He is starting to enjoy this rivalry game. Manalili. Crossover. Ding, scoop, and a hoop for Manalili.
Okay, sa mga hindi nakakapansin, ang ginagawa ng Letran dito sa ball screen, they make sure na mas mababa yung ball screen nila, nasa may 3 points or below. Kasi uma-under tong depensa ng Beda. Under or go through. And then, by doing so, ma-attract mo talaga yung big. And in that case earlier, bumalik agad yung big na open ngayon yung guard nila for that layup.
This is going to be an offensive foul against Bismarck Lina. On the screen, Benny Estacio comes in for the first time. Chad Gamad also in for Letran. Jonty Miller, look at these baskets.
That's a tough shot.
Foot. Yeah.
That's a tough shot.
And then, this is a contested attempt. Falling down, even using the glass to get the points.
Parang napadaan lang. Oops, andito na ako.
And he makes it look easy, Prince.
Oo, dumidikit kayo. Bigyan ko kayo ng 2 points. Dikit kayo ulit, bigyan ko isa pa 2 points. Tapos patawa-tawa lang sa gilid. May sobrang simple lang na player.
Yeah.
And hindi siya masyadong napapagod kasi very minimal yung contact. And yan yung mga bagay na hindi natin napapansin. May mga guards talaga na magagaling bumasa nung situation na hindi nila kailangan makipagbanggaan, makipag-ubusan ng lakas para makapunta dun sa mga spots nila. And makakuha ng mga tira na gusto na. Again, yung kay Miller na yun, 2 beses siya tumira, same spot.
Yeah.
Same outcome.
5.5 to go in the first. Roque to trigger. Rosilio makes a catch. Rosilio, that is rejected by Etule. Heave. Just off to the right. That's how we will end the first 10 minutes of action of San Beda versus Letran round 1. It's the Red Lions carrying the 4-point advantage. We'll be back for the rest of the game. Second quarter coming up.
And again, first quarter pa lang. Yung score natin, talagang dikit siya. Lumayo lang itong San Beda ng konti, pero bumabalik yung Letran.
That was the story of our first quarter. But again, Red Lions, dun sa dulo ng quarter na yon, this guy took over. Jonty Miller, enabling San Beda to maintain the lead. But he turns it over to start the second frame. So defense will be key for Letran, especially against Jonty Miller today.
And that's gonna be the key for Letran. Itong depensa talaga kasi doon nag-uumpisa yung energy ng Letran. If kilala nyo itong team ng Letran, doon sila kumukuha talaga ng buwelo. Doon sa pressure defense nila. And evident yun, nung nag-start silang pressure, nung umpisa ng first quarter natin, nakakuha sila ng mga magagandang play. Kaso lang, nagkaroon ng mga fouls na tawag sa mga players nila. Medyo bumaba yung pressure at doon lumamang yung San Beda.
Noong first quarter, 6.5 to go. Nasa penalty na itong Letran Knights. So that's something they want to avoid here in the second frame, to avoid giving freebies to San Beda. Peter Rosilio, that one rolled out. Buensalida. We have a collision right in the middle. Lina will be called for this foul. Pangalawa, ni Bismarck Lina. Peter Rosilio almost making it right over Miller. Just went out. Battle for the rebound. And Buensalida and Lina colliding.
Pero kung titignan mo, I think sa perspective ko na to, yung ginagawa nitong San Beda, di bale nang yung bigs nila ang sumot. Yung bigs ng Letran ang sumot. Kesa yung guards. Kasi pag yung guards ng Letran nang uminit, alam natin na buong game, kaya nila mag-take over. Pero kapag hindi sila uminit sa umpisa sa huli, baka may chance na hindi nila magtuloy-tuloy yung scoring opportunities para sa guard.
That's right. Zed Etule. Sidesteps. He sidestepped into the defense.
Could have been an easy layup.
Yeah. Estrada pounded right now as he picked up his dribble. Rosilio. Santos inilabas pa. Roque from mid-range. Roque drops it in.
Napakagandang read para kay Santos. Nakuha niya na yung bola sa gitna. Open siya. Pero in-attract niya yung tatlong depensa to give that open shot to his teammate. Trusting his teammate na he's gonna make it, and he did.
Jun Roque is the third player to tally 4 points for Letran in the first half. Itong foul na to itatawag kay Peter Rosilio.
Ito na ulit yung aggressiveness ng depensa nila na medyo sumusobra.
Ito, Jun Roque with the short stop. Misfired dun sa kanyang 3-point attempt previously. Dito bumawi siya.
Siyempre, yung unang attempt, tinira niya kagad sa malayo. Normally yan, pag mga ganyan. Doon ka muna sa mas higher percentage.
Penny. Too strong for Estacio. And here comes Peter Rosilio to set the table for Letran. They're really going early on the shot clock. Rosilio, wow, slices into the San Beda defense.
Letran punishing that San Beda defense, yung ball screen defense nila na uma-under, going through, making sure na yung guard pinagbabayad talaga nila.
Pareho na yan, Manalili, Rosilio, ganyan ginagawa against the defense of San Beda. Now let's use this opportunity to go back courtside with our courtside reporter. Nandito si Fatima Reyes. Fatima, go ahead.
Martin and Prince, alam nyo, nabanggit sa akin ni Jonathan Manalili na huwag ko na daw banggitin kay Coach Allen Ricardo ang tungkol sa kanilang mga buhok. But to answer our curiosity, I asked the same question to Coach Allen, and he told me na pinagbigyan lang daw niya ang kanyang kuponan dahil lahat naman daw sila ay nag-adjust lamang noong unang laro. But this time, there is no more room for excuses. Magpapagupit na sila kung kailangan. Kaya naman ito ang isa sa motibasyon ng Letran Knights para maipanalo ang larong ito. And let's see how they will keep up this motivation. Martin and Prince.
Thank you so much. Fatima Reyes, thank you. So, confirmed. Ayan, binigyan muna niya ng tsansa. Bumawi yung kanyang mga bata. Talking about Coach Allen Ricardo. And they're hoping they can get their first win today.
Actually, yung una, ano pa yun parang, sige, tsansa muna to. Pero itong game na to, statement na to, na kapag hindi pa rin nila nakuha, kinakailangan na ata talaga.
We'll see. They've come back in this first half. Naitabla na nila ang laban. Brian Zahonia is back in for the Red Lions. He floats it up. No. Celso with a cleanup.
Okay. Yung play na yon, hindi siguro mapapansin ng mga ibang tao, pero yun yung tinatawag na Gortat screen. After using that screen, the guard has to cage the original defender, and then the big will seal the big guy, giving that open layup, which they did. And they got an offensive rebound out of it and a putback by Celso.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Name, of course, came from the Polish hammer, Marcin Gortat.
Yes.
Diba?
Sa mga hindi nakakilala sa kanya, tinawag yung screen na yun ng pangalan niya kasi siya lang ang gumagawa nun sa NBA.
Yeah. One of the best screeners in the NBA. Etule misfires. That was an open look.
That was a back-to-back miss by him.
Si Gortat din kasi ang lapad niya.
Yes. Hindi siya ganun kabilis, hindi siya ganun ka-athletic. Pero napakataas ng IQ niya to the point na naisip niya after setting a screen, yung sunod na screen ko, dun sa tao ko na. Kasi pag na-cage ng teammate ko to, sigurado na magkakaroon siya ng open lane. Which a lot of teams are doing now. Kasi yun na yung trend ng basketball.
24-22. Look at the field goal shooting. San Beda, 6 out of 21. But they are ahead. Estrada knocks down the corner triple. Letran takes over the lead for the first time. 25-22. Kaya napa-timeout si Coach Yuri Escueta. Welcome back to the coverage. As you're watching NCAA Season 101. Maraming pong salamat sa inyong panonood. Father Vic Calvo Jr. OP, Mancom representative of Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Nakita nyo na sa likod. Mancom rep din ng Perpetual, Sir Frank Rusi Jr. Ito naman po, si Attorney Jonas Cabochan from San Beda University. Watching intently on our first rivalry game of the season. 25-24, Letran has taken over the lead. They've outscored San Beda so far in the second. 7-2. This is Dr. Alan Paul Laico from the Lyceum of the Philippines University. That's their new Mancom rep.
Nautakan itong ni Kuahaw, si Sahonia.
Ito si Frank Gusi, Sir Frank Gusi from the University of Perpetual Health System, Delta. Okay. That's not what you want to see, especially after a timeout, Prince. Oh, Dr. Lorenzo from EAC is also here.
Siyempre, kasi merong special play na gustong i-run si Coach eh.
San Beda is called for another foul.
Oh, mukhang San Beda naman ata ngayon yung magiging penalty ng maaga. With 6 minutes to foul? 6 minutes mo lang.
Yeah.
Parehas na situation sa first quarter except baliktad.
Baliktad. Here's the trigger from the sideline. Manalini surveys. Sends it out to Kuahaw. Panik sa kanya. 8 to shoot. Manalini trying to shake off Reyes. Manalini off balance. No. And the rebound pulled down by Atule.
Oh, in that case, the San Beda team went over the screen. And nakakuha sila ng magandang stop.
Hand off for Sahonia. Uy. Buensalida will be called for this one. He was complaining that there was minimal contact. Pero itatawag pa rin sa kanya to. Let's see what happened. Yun yung sundot niya kay Sahonia. Meron. On the right arm.
Oo, ang babalikan lang ulit natin dyan. Lahat ng coach, sinasabi nila sa players nila, andyan ka na eh. Huwag mo na sundutan. Kasi kahit sabihin mong all ball yan, bibigyan mo ng chance yung referee na tawagan ka. Which in case, tinawagan siya. And alam natin na kakailangan nila yung big throughout the game kasi yung mga players nila medyo nasa foul trouble talaga.
At pang-apat na team foul na yan. Itong, hold on. Right now, dito sa scoreboard natin, pareho na.
Oh, kasi kung pares kang apat, next foul mo, penalty na.
Estrada attacking Atule. And Jim Boy will head to the free throw line. So both teams can actually play the free throw game.
Oo. Dapat kung sino mas aggressive at saka mas mabilis ang pace.
Jim Boy Estrada running into two defenders.
And isa yan sa mga strengths ni Jimboy, ano? Doesn't matter kung sino yung nasa harapan niya. Kaya niyang dalhin yung bola sa taas. At may oras pa siyang mag-isip kung anong gusto niyang gawin.
He has been quiet so far. Talking about Jimboy Estrada, only couple of points. And the rebound. But they're ahead, 25-24. Of course, Estrada, this is his second year with the Letran Knights. He missed both. Nigel Gonzalez. Sahonia has it. They move to the other side. Gonzalez did not use the screen, but he was rejected by Santos. What a help by Kevin Santos.
It's just that the defense can't stop him. You know, ang ganda ng help ng teammate mo getting that block. Pero yung mga teammates mo tumingin na lang sa bola. Again, lahat ng coaches ipapaalala sa inyo na hindi magsa-stop ang defense hanggat hindi natin nakukuha yung defensive rebound. Which in that case, nakuha pa ng San Beda yung offensive rebound, nakakuha pa ng foul.
Yeah.
So pinagbayad talaga sila doon.
So Joe Celso knocking down the first.
And again, this is gonna be big for both teams. Ano, parehas silang nasa penalty. And as you said kanina, andito na tayo sa free throw game. Kung sino mas makakashoot ng mas maraming free throw or makakakuha ng mas maraming free throw attempts this quarter might get away with a lead for the first half.
That's the first miss of the Red Lions as a team from the free throw line today. Manalili to Cuajao. He's got the look. Misfiring that time. Di pa nakakakuha ng rhythm. Ito si Deo Cuajao.
Parang masyadong malapit kasi yung tira nun eh. Sanay siya na from the parking lot eh.
Layo pa siyang konti mamaya. Inside pass. Boy Salida scores.
Dinupot sa ilalim.
Crisp execution from the San Beda Red Lions.
That was a very beautiful look by Joe Celso. He was open. He was already open. Pero nung makita niya yung teammate niya na open din sa cut, he gave up his open jump shot for that beautiful Dupont layup.
Look at this. Big to big action. Celso, you know, yun yung recognition.
Yes.
And the nice cut by Ponsalida as well.
And again, babalikan natin yung sinabi natin kanina na ito ang pinakamagandang bond na meron yung San Beda kasi naging mahaba yung preparation nila and marami silang napagdaanan throughout the preseason. And kitang-kita mo sa mga plays na tinatakbo nila, yung recognition nila sa isa't isa. Alam nila kung nasa saan yung teammate nila na to the point na kahit na, yung sinasabi lang, kahit hindi ako nakatingin, alam kong andun siya. Familiarity.
Yeah. And again, pinagtibay nila yan through, you know, different tournaments, through travels.
And types of training.
Types of training. They went to Spain, went up against Euro players there, you know, tougher, taller competition. So, kaya ganito yung tinatakbo ng San Beda Red Lions. Of course, they have strong pieces on this team, but it's only a matter of how to make it work for Coach Yuri. Sahonia. Right to left swing for San Beda here. They
Look
go
at
to
that.
Brian.
Look at the pressure of Letran.
Sahonia, no.
Foul.
That's a whistle against Brian Sahonia. So Deo Cuajao will take two.
That was a great defense by Cuajao. Standing in ground.
Ito off the spin. Slightly pulling the chair. Kasi paatake. Baseline itong si Sahonia.
Nawala yung balance ni Brian.
Naghahanap siya ng contact ng konti. And for Deo Cuajao, you know, he's been struggling with the shooting in this game. This can actually get him going. 0 out of 2 so far from the field. Can't get his rhythm from the free throw line. Again, he did not play in the first game. He was under the weather. This is also the first season na sa college division na kasama niya yung kapatid niya sa ANC, naglalaro sa San Sebastian. Si Ian Cuajao.
And speaking of kapatid, first time magkakalaban kami ng kapatid.
Uy! Good luck.
Pero sa November pa yun. And again, usapang pamilya na rin lang. Nanonood yung mommy at daddy ko. Ayan, tsaka yung mga kapatid ko nanonood ngayon. Binabati ko kayo. I love you. Siyempre, yung asawa ko rin yan yung anak ko. Ayan, love na love ko kayo.
It's a family affair after all.
Oo.
Sunday, big game.
Oo, siyempre. Bonding yan eh. Bonding time yan eh.
28-27. Miller, who dribbles in, no. Santos grabs the rebound.
Pinakita niya yung athleticism niya. Kita mo kung gaano kalagpas yung kamay niya compare mo doon sa kamay ng mga San Beda. Parang umabot lang sila sa elbow.
And again, pag binigay mo yung bantay na big guy dito kay Jonathan Mananini, he is just seeing red. Look at this. Crossing over on Bonsalida. Pumeke pa. And got inside. That's how he breaks down his defender.
And kung titignan mo itong klase ng laro ng Letran, very seldom ka makakita ng mga pull-up game. Dito sa game na to, itong first and second quarter na to, bihira yung pull-up sa kanila, pull-up jumper. Mas gusto nilang inaatake sa loob, making sure mas higher yung percentage ng mga tira na makukuha nila.
And that might be the wiser thing to do. Diba? Given the situation right now, parehas kayo nasa penalty, dami pang minuto natitira sa ating second quarter.
And ang daming kulang sa San Beda to the point na pag nakakuha ka ng mga foul trouble, guys,
ninipis.
Ninipis yung bench nila na pag-iisipan nila ngayon kung isusugal ba nila na maiwan dyan sa loob kahit na may 3 or 2 foul na o ilalabas na kita. Mabubutasan ba?
Jumel Puno is back inside.
He has been quiet.
And you know, kakabalik lang nito ni Jumel Puno. Halata na minamanage pa ni Coach Yuri yung kanyang mga minuto. But there's a whistle here. Nigel Gonzalez will take 2. So Mananini will be whistled for this one. Gonzalez hit some big shots against Benilde. Nigel was 3 out of 4, had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. He is now one of the veterans. Parang kailan lang, kino-cover natin siya sa high school basketball when he was part of the Mapua Red Robins. Now he's one of the vets.
And medyo big name. Big name siya dati.
Big name. Siya talaga yung leader ng Mapua team na yon. Of course, won a championship in his rookie year. Offensive board para kay Atule. Reset for the Red Lions. Nigel.
Napasama pa yung pagiging patient ito ni Nigel.
May nga lang nasalo ito ni John T. Miller. So turnover for the White Shirts. Nakita mo yung conversation ni Celso tsaka ni Gonzalez at midcourt.
Hindi ako sure kung sinasabi niya umatake o ipasa mo sa akin. Kasi open rin si Joe sa ilalim. Sure, that would have been a good decision to wait for the offense talaga and to set up. Knowing Coach Yuri's system, mas maganda yung tinatakbo nila kapag sumusunod sila.
Kevin Santos, right over Atule. Shadow malakas. Tapeño, shot clock did not reset. Tapeño turns around, off the glass, off. John T. Miller now. Miller has 7 points so far. Miller fades away. No go. Estrada comes up with it. Jimboy against the taller Jumel Puno. He is being doubled by 2 bigs. Rosilio setting the table now. He surveys the situation. They go inside to Tapeño, and that's a pull against Gonzalez. Foul was called in the positioning. It was on that grab by the hip area.
Pero tendency talaga yan. Kapag mismatch ka dun sa gustong pumoste sa'yo, una mong gagawin talaga is to grab.
Time out muna tayo. Balik sa ating laban. San Beda versus Letran. We're still in the first half. 2:45 to go. Letran came alive here in the second frame. They've outscored San Beda 12-6. Pero bumagal na yung scoring natin, Prince.
Oo, mas naging aggressive kasi itong Letran, in terms of offense, hindi man sila bumibilis sa pace, pero mas inaatake nila itong San Beda sa loob. Hindi with their bigs, with their guards, making sure na pinagbabayad nila yung Beda by going under or going through dun sa mga ball screens nila, initiating those contacts to San Beda's bigs and getting fouled.
And they have different players to do that for them. Meron kang Estrada, Rosilio, meron kang Jonathan Manalili, even Luis Tapeño, who is an undersized big, can also do that against the San Beda players.
Yes, and Quahao also. I mean, he hasn't been making his shot from the outside kasi hindi siya makahanap ng butas. Pero he's really trying to get into the paint to create something not for him, maybe, but for his teammates.
First free throw, no problem para dito kay Luis Tapeño, who is a transferee from St. Clair. Ito, kampe dati. They're reunited with his old teammate in St. Clair, ito si Jimboy Estrada. Bismarck Lina is back in. Lina and Santos will be matching up. Etule, siya ay nagtawid. Zed Etule able to draw the foul.
And yun yung naging kulang dito sa San Beda kanina, Medyo perimeter shots ang nakikita natin from them. But their bigs are really working so hard na sila yung nakakuha ng offensive rebound and nakakuha sila ng foul. Pero ito yung nawala, yung umaatake.
This is a very versatile lineup on the court for San Beda. They have a true center in Bismarck Lina.
And then they have 3 guards. No, actually, there's a 4 guard with Etule and Puno and Miller who can switch spots.
Ang true point guard mo, si Nigel Gonzalez.
Na veterano na rin para sa San Beda.
So, tatlong 6'4/6'5". And then Gonzalez at around 6'1". This is a very flexible lineup for Coach Yuri. Letran, they have Rosilio, Tapeño, Santos, Roque, and Estrada. Tapeño. Ito kay Jimboy napunta against Miller this time. Jimboy drop off. He stepped outside.
Would have been a great play for Jimboy, Getting 2 defenders on him and getting an escape dribble to the baseline and then dropping a pass to Santos. Hindi lang nag-work out.
Gonzalez, open look, left it short. It stays with San Beda. Santos, Lina, with some color here. Teka lang. Ang tawag, unsportsmanlike foul against Kevin Santos.
And prior to this play, nabanggit ko sa iyo, Martin, kanina na panuorin mo itong dalawang bigs natin from San Beda and Letran kasi parang nagkakainitan na.
Oo nga eh.
And in this case, meron nang natawagan. Ito na. Rivalry. Yan ang definition ng rivalry. Hindi ka papayag, hindi ka aatras, kahit ano ba yan.
Parehas mainit eh. Ito, Lina, posisyonan. Kasama si Santos. Box out by Santos. Ito, nangyari yan. Okay, in this sequence, okay. The chest bump by Kevin Santos on Lina.
Pero nag-start yan dun sa rebound. Nung tumukod si Bismarck na hindi natawagan ng foul ng referee. Kasi I think it was a good play. It was a really good play. Bismarck was in his position. Si Santos nasa ilalim siya ng ring. So mahihirapan talaga siya makakuha ng chance dun sa rebound na yon. Pero hindi yata niya nagustuhan na hindi natawagan ng referee. But again, break to the game. There are things na hindi nakikita ng referee, things na nakikita nila. It's just a matter of may call ba or wala. Pero hindi ka kailangan gumanti agad. Kasi pagbabayarin ka niya mga yan.
Double black ay ito para sa Letran Knights. Kevin Santos natawagan ng unsportsmanlike foul at pangatlo na niya yan.
Aaron Buensalida
So,
Coming in for Kevin Santos.
And to say na double black eye, ang ganda ng tinatakbo nila eh.
yeah.
Imagine getting a unsportsmanlike foul nang maganda yung tinatakbo nyo na pwedeng mag-shift yung momentum sa kalaban. Diba? Especially patapos ng second quarter. Ito yung pwede maging dictation ninyo papunta sa third quarter. And syempre, ayaw mo naman ng gano'n, diba?
You're right. Letran has done a great job in maintaining and riding this wave of momentum that they have. Lina, though, misses the first. Eto, here's a... Oh, okay. So, nag-react si Santos dun sa forearm sa likod neto ni Bismarck. Pero yung reaction, yung
normally, yun naman talaga tinatawagan ng referees eh. Hindi yung unang instance, yung pangalawa. Kasi yun na yung nakikita nila.
Both misses for Bismarck Lina. And he is trying to establish position inside. Miller couldn't get it to him. Jonty attacks and gets fouled as well.
Narinig yata nila tayo na hindi na sila umaatake. Binigyan tayo ng dalawang sunod na atake nitong San Beda.
So, Jonty Miller.
And again, penalty eh. That's the way to go. I mean, get as much fouls as you can. Get to the line. It's the easiest shot, sabi nga nila. But at the same time, the hardest. Kasi tinawag siyang free throw kasi open. Pero once na tumayo ka na dyan, ibang-iba yung pakiramdam. Natitira ka ng free throw rather than a layup, a jump shot. Kasi andyan dyan sa'yo lahat ng pressure.
That's right. Nasa'yo lahat din yung focus.
Oo.
1 out of 2 for Jonty Miller. His first miss today from the line. Letran maintains the lead. Rosilio left with space. Bismarck Lina pulls it down. Jumel Puno. No. Still unable to find any points. Oh, Etule gets the steal. They have the numbers. Etule, yes!
At least yung sidestep ngayon nag-work na. Hindi na papunta sa depensa. Iniwasan na yung depensa.
Zed Etule. 6'5" rookie from Letran, or from Aklan rather.
And San Beda still challenging itong 3 points ng Letran by still going under dun sa mga ball screens nila. And
Jonty,
Letran, not able to make them pay for going under. Kasi hindi nila ma-shoot itong tira sa labas.
Nakabalik na dito ang San Beda at sila na ulit ang may hawak ng abante. Rosilio, pass is picked off. Etule, San Beda has the numbers. Etule to Puno. Too quick. Plays in transition for the Red Lions.
And dalawang turnover para dito sa Letran na back-to-back. Nag-umpisa lang yan dun sa unsportsmanlike foul.
That is Jumel Puno's first basket in NCAA Season 101. Buen Salida counters right back with a short jumper.
Also smart play by Buen Salida. Bakit pa ako lalapit dun sa bantay? Open na ako.
Final seconds. Final shot time for San Beda. Jumel, wala. Lina cleans it up.
Bismarck Lina.
Quality minutes for Bismarck Lina. Itong last 3 minutes na to, kay Bismarck nang galing yung energy nitong San Beda.
A run unleashed by the Red Lions to end the first half. They are in front again. 37-34. When we come back, we'll have the highlights.
Action na gusto mo talagang panuurin ng hindi lang isang beses, kundi multiple times. Again, this rivalry game is gonna happen again soon.
Yeah.
And kung sino man ang mananalo dito, siyempre mas hungry yan magiging approach nila para dun sa susunod na magiging matchup nila in the future. And that's the courtesy of the new format.
That's right. Only 13 games in the elimination round. Pero hanggang dulo, may chance pa po ang lahat ng teams natin because number 4 and number 5 per group will be involved in a play-in. And we begin the second half here. Good to have you with us in the coverage, GTV, Heart of Asia, NCAA Philippines, and GMA Sports PH. Martin Javier with Prince Rivero. Later on, we'll hear stories from our dugout mula kay Fatima Reyes. But let's proceed first with the third quarter here. Prince, okay, Letran finding themselves behind again. They can't sustain, you know, the start that they had in that second quarter. What do you expect them to do here?
I think they have to be more mindful of being aggressive dun sa defense nila. It's okay to be aggressive to the point na dapat hindi ka makakuha ng foul. And I think foul will play a huge part para dito sa Letran kasi yun yung nagbabalik ng buhay para sa San Beda eh.
Yeah. You mentioned that because in the first two quarters, pareho. Maagang na penalty ang Letran as Buensalida scores on the reverse. So Letran gets the first basket of the second half. Jimmy Reyes getting another start here. Hasn't been as productive as his first game, only 4 points, but he's been effective. Kuldora fades away, off to the right. Follow-up mula dito kay Joe Celso. Ito ulit, offensive rebounding. Becoming a factor for San Beda.
Yan yung mga pumupuna dun sa mga maliliit na mistakes na meron itong San Beda, no? And kailangan ma-address na yan ng Letran as early as now if they want to be in this game.
11 offensive rebounds for San Beda. 4 doon ang galing kay Joe Celso. Manalili stops on the time, turns around, and scores.
Alam mo, napaka-consistent nito si Manalili. Ever since our first half up to now, siya yung pinagkukunan ng puntos nitong Letran pag nangangailangan sila.
2 minutes going by here in the third. Let's use this opportunity to go courtside. Ito yung hatid sa ating kwento mula sa dugout ni Fatima Reyes. Fatima.
Martin and Prince, just like their school color, Coach Yuri Escueta wants more fire from the Red Lions, but this doesn't mean to keep on fouling. During the halftime huddle, Coach Yuri pointed out something that they are proud of having, and that is discipline. Kaya naman huwag daw sila magpadala sa bagay na hindi nila kontrolado at mag-focus sa sarili nila, and that will start by simply moving their feet. Aminado sila na mabagal ang laro, kaya naman higit sa disiplina ang sigaw ni Coach Yuri ay magsiyaga. Now let's witness how the Red Lions will remain consistent in this game. Martin and Prince.
Thanks, Fatima. Well, that's the plan right now for Coach Yuri at nabanggit niya yun dahil nakipagsabayan sila sa fouls nung second quarter dito sa Letran, Prince.
And knowing San Beda, medyo disiplinado yan in terms of dun sa mga ganong bagay, mga fouls, medyo iniingatan nila yan.
And remember, they're doing
another offensive rebound for
right.
San Beda. That's 2 offensive rebounds, 2 chances for them. Although they missed, nakakuha sila ng konting swing of energy for that.
They're really out-hustling Letran on the glass. And they're doing this without their team captain. Itong si Yuken Andrada, who will take a rest for at least a week with that shoulder injury. Lex Gazingan enters for the first time. One of the players mula sa juniors team netong Letran. Ito si Yuken Andrada. Not suited up today. Of course, a key loss for San Beda, but you know, despite not having him on the floor, abante dito ang Red Lions. Buensalida off to the left that time. Brian Sahonia got all of his 7 points in the first quarter. Hasn't scored since. Jimmy Reyes rather. Couldn't score. Scored the bucket earlier. Ito na naman. Offensive rebounding. Lina in and out. Lex Gazingan. They go back on top here to Jonathan Manalili.
Kanina,
Jimmy Reyes,
nabanggit natin yung Brian Sahonia na nagpakita nung first game nila. Kung gaano siya ka-aggressive on offense, things like that. And yun yung hinahanap ng San Beda, especially last season. Medyo on and off siya, medyo inconsistent. And in this game, for the first 3 minutes, sobrang aggressive niya. But after getting those 7 points, nag-die down. Medyo bumaba yung aggressiveness niya. And up to now, hindi ko pa rin siya nakikitang nag-create para sa sarili niya or para sa teammate niya.
Jonathan Manalili with the 3-pointer to tie things up. 41 all. This is our third deadlock of the game. Jonte Miller, he was reinserted to the game. But this is going to be an offensive foul. Ward off ang itatawag dito kay Miller.
It was really a charge. It was a great move, but it was really a charge.
Ito, si Jonathan Manalili, a couple of baskets to begin the second half for him. He's got 11 points so far with 4 assists. At tabla tayo dito. I like this matchup. Reyes against Manalili. Kiting surveys the situation. Oh, Reyes picking his pocket. Miller, bounce pass, Sahonya scores!
Wow! Medyo, sasabihin ko dapat medyo maagang timeout, pero napansin ko lang na 5 minutes 40 na.
Kaya,
so, sakto lang.
mabilis ang mga encuentro, action natin dito sa ating third quarter. May timeout tayo galing sa Letran. The San Beda fans are cheering right now. Their team ahead by 243-41, but it's been close. You know, so far they have the upper hand here in the third quarter, and minimal fouls called for the first time in this game, Prince.
A complete opposite of our first half. And ayaw naman natin batiin, ano? Kasi 2-0 ang team fouls natin. Pero tumimeout ang Letran. Ano kaya ang instruction nitong ni Coach Allen sa kanila, no?
Kasi kay Coach Yuri kanina, napansin niya babagal yung laro. Ito, bumibilis na. Pinapabilis na niya. This is part of their adjustment in the dugout. Kazingan, air ball. Buensalida, shot clock did not reset. Kazingan gets fouled from behind by Halbuena. Zane Halbuena will be called for the personal.
Pero mahirap kasi iwasan yun. Yung tipong nasa harapan mo na, tapos paabos yung shot clock. Kaya kong tapalin tong tira na to eh. Pero minsan yung gigil, nag-take over yan. And in that case, natawagan siya ng foul.
Matatakam ka talaga.
Matatakam ka talaga. Pero again, dyan papasok ang sabihin ng coach mo na, okay na eh. Paubos na yung shot clock eh. Dapat tinayaan mo na. Pero hindi mo maalis sa player yun eh. Kasi nasa harapan mo na eh.
So Alex Kazingan at the free throw line here, comes up short on the second. Jimboy Reyes bringing it across. Reyes attacking. Oh, stripped. Dale Guahao is ahead. Guahao gets fouled. So it's Letran's turn to turn up the pace.
Ito yung sinasabi ko kaninang baka ma-jinx natin. Dalawang sunod na foul galing sa San Beda ang magbibigay sa Letran ng chance na to get back the lead. And kung mapapansin mo, after that timeout by Coach Allen, mas bumilis itong pace ng Letran kasi kinukuha na nila yung transition ngayon. Ito yung nawala sa kanila after nung mga end ng first quarter na nag-start silang tumakbo and binilisan yung pace.
So now, they're trying to take back the lead here. Deo Guahao mula sa linya. 2 for 2, no problem. For Guahao, who has gotten all of his points so far.
Kailangan makuha na yan. Kailangan makuha na yan kasi hindi pa siya nakakahanap ng butas galing sa labas. Yung mga maliliit na bagay na yan, tutulong sa kanya to get yung rhythm niya going.
Beyond the halfway point of the third. Nakawala yung Brian Sahonya. That's his first basket. since the first quarter.
First 3 minutes of the quarter.
First 3 minutes, yeah. Those are his numbers. Sahonia now with 11. Manalili, no. Floater, wala.
The athleticism of that rebound.
Yeah. Gonzalez. Lina, aatakihin si Buensalida. He turns around and comes up short. Jonathan Manalili now. Buensalida providing the screen. Manalili, inside pass. He saw the mismatch.
Again, with the mismatch, ang tendency ng players to pull.
Yeah.
Para hindi mo mabigyan ng space yung offense. And again, Nigel Gonzalez natawagan ulit ng foul.
Third foul on Nigel Gonzalez.
So, here's the situation. Di ba parte ng instruction ni Coach Yuri at the half yung fouling nila. Sila ngayon, 5-team fouls already in the penalty. Letran hasn't committed a single one.
And dahil yan sa pagiging aggressive ng Letran by making the pace faster and at the same time attacking the paint. And kung makikita mo, umpisa nitong game, nitong third quarter, ang unang tinira ng San Beda is a 3 from the corner. So, it tells you something na yung pace na hinahanap nila for that quarter is not to get to the paint, but to get open shots, which they do, and which they did. Except, hindi pa sila nakakahulog.
Brian Sahonia misfires. Manalili. Wow! Wala pa rin. Malamig pa si
Over
Teo
the
Quahao.
back foul from Santos. That's gonna be tough. And I think Omega is already there to sub in for Santos.
Naka-pick up pa ng isa, no?
Oo.
Yeah.
Pero na-foul pa siya.
Santos will take a breather.
Jomaguno coming in for the Red Lions.
Yeah.
Mark Omega coming in for the...
Nasa likod siya ni Zed Etule.
Oo, nakapwesto si Etule.
Mark Denver Omega back in the ball game at the center spot. Ito si Puno. Miller, yes!
And Jonty Miller, 3!
Jonty Miller connects from the outside.
Dito na kaya mag-umpisa ang pagbutas nila sa 3 points?
Abangan natin. Only the second triple of the game for San Beda. And San Beda forcing the turnover.
Oops, mismatch.
Miller against Omega. He goes all the way. And the foul. Jonty Miller with 13 points.
Swerte pa itong Letran at hindi napunta kay Omega yung foul. Kasi kung kay Omega napunta yung foul, sinong 4 ang ipapasok mo? Si Flores ulit. Possible na makuha ulit ng foul yun.
That's true. Ito yung tinawag kay
Buensalida.
But Jonty Miller extending San Beda's lead to 650 to 44. Welcome back to our ball game. San Beda Letran matching up for the first time in season 101, and it's a 6-point game. The Red Lions, again, they are a depleted team today. You know, no RC Kalimag, no Yukian Andrada, no MJ Vailoses, but no problem.
Oh, and not all the time, magiging losses siya. Because sometimes, yung mga ganyang incidents, situations, nagbibigay yan ng opportunity para dun sa mga kapalitan nila na to, to step up, to show up, and to make sure na yung mga wala sa kanila at the time, ma-fulfill nila yung spots nun. And so far, okay naman ang tinatakbo ng San Beda.
Next man up mentality. Christopher Martin is in attendance. Hindi ko natanong kanina. Hindi. Ito pala, kanyang may bahay. Kasi AC ang bedista. Sinusuportahan nila.
Dante Miller making the free throw.
Yeah. So, 51-44 is the tally. San Beda trying to take control. Omega misfires. Ito na si Penny Estacio. Songkuya is now in the ball game for the Red Lions. Zonti, he's got the hot hand. Bismarck Lina. Miller attacks. Miller somehow gets it in.
Kinaliwa. So sobrang athletic niya. Tumalon siya, babagsak na siya, naitira pa rin niya. Hirap yun, ha?
Yeah, hirap nun. Red Lions establish their biggest lead. Manalili misses.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
They go back to Jonty.
I mean, he's hot. Yeah. Why not?
Miller. From the top of the key.
Hindi mo naman siya pwedeng pagbawalan doon kasi kakashoot lang naman niya. So, heat check lang. I mean, if he makes that, that's for sure gonna be a timeout.
They took the contact, the bump from Omega, and then the upper body strength to somehow flip it up.
With the left.
With the left hand. That's his offhand. Estrada fading away. Miller collects the board. Forward pass. Songkuya gets the whistle.
Oh, Songkuya's in.
Yeah. That's Menard Songkuya.
And already making an impact. Well, actually, last season, siya rin yung isa sa mga guys na pinapasok talaga ni coach kapag namomoblema sila with the bigs and their fouls. And he has been stepping up. And now, nakapapasok lang niya. Nakakuha siya kagad ng foul from Letran. Which is good.
Yeah. Energy big to si Menard Songkuya from still last season, but he misses the first.
And this has been their problem, San Beda's problem since the last two seasons. Yung free throws nila.
Songkuya has a second one though. Oh, too strong, both misses. Rosilio. Handling. Approaching the final minute of the third. Roque! No. 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes.
Although they missed the shot, that was a very beautiful Spain action for this Letran, and they've been doing that since kanina pa, but they can't really find that three-pointer that they needed.
Estacio with 10 to shoot. Red Lions trying to compound on this 10-0 run. Songkuya. Penny.
Another offensive rebound by Bismarck.
15th offensive board for the Red Lions. And a half-minute remaining here in the third. Lina, short stab. No. One-handed rebound for Roque. Ito na si Jimboy Estrada. A must-score situation for Letran.
This is the Spain play I was talking about. After that ball screen, there's going to be a guard setting a back pick for the big guy. And they got an open
inside pass. Yeah.
Pass kasi nagstay sila dito sa ibabaw. Which is si Jimboy. Yeah. So wala talaga silang choice but to stay with him. And in that case, Omega got a wide open layup.
Yun yung plano talaga ni Jimboy Estrada.
Very beautiful play.
Masusubukan sa linya itong si Mark Denver Omega.
Ito na kaya yung inaantay niya na maging spark para dito sa game na to.
Yeah. Tignan natin. MDO so far hasn't found his groove in 2 games dito sa ating season. He's only taken 1 shot. short on the first.
Let's take note, San Beda has been in penalty early. I think 6 minutes. But how many free throws have they gotten this quarter? Hindi, I think, personally, hindi nila na-maximize. Na maagang nag-penalty itong San Beda. Hindi nila nakuha yung mga fouls para makasend sila dun sa line more. Diba?
You're right. You're right. 6 attempts lang para sa Letran. Given the situation. Penny! Off the back iron. And that's how we will end the exciting third quarter. The Red Lions with more control in this game. Unleashing a 10-1 run to end the third quarter. They're ahead 53-45. We'll be back for more. We'll be back to write the final chapter of this one when we return. To scoring half of San Beda's output in the third.
Yes, and that's how aggressive he is in making sure na he's gonna take over. He's not really a rookie anymore based on the game he's playing right now. But all I can say is he's doing a heck of a job.
And he was the one who spearheaded that 10-1 run by San Beda to end the third. Nigel Gonzalez misses from the outside. And MDO will be fouled. Joe Celso ang tatawagan dito. So, Prince, that's another early foul against San Beda.
And again, merong instructions sa kanila na iwasan ang pagpa-foul during halftime. But, yun ang una nilang ginawa sa third and sa fourth.
It's gonna be vital here in the fourth quarter. Kasi kung pwedeng makakuha ng libreng puntos dyan ng Letran, lalo na't sinusubukan nilang humabol. Rosilio, open look. Rosilio knocks it down.
Ayan na. Kanina pa inaantay ng Letran yung tira na yan.
Peter Rosilio now with 7 points. And that's the third triple of the Knights. Gonzalez thought about it. Estacio attacks the closeout. Etule the jumper. No. Panik sa labas. Another offensive board for San Beda. Offensive rebound number 16 for them. Gonzalez got the step and the bucket. Nigel Gonzalez scoring his first field goal of the game. Got it in 6 attempts. But the turnover on Letran.
Pinapakita lang ni Nigel yung pagiging two-way player niya. No? After making that basket, getting a good pressure and a turnover para sa Letran.
Right now, let's hear the fourth quarter report from our courtside reporter, Fatima Reyes. Fatima.
For a while, we can forget about the records because when it's San Beda and Letran on the floor, it's all about the pride and tradition. And this is exactly what Coach Alan Ricardo is pointing out is in giving 3 letter Ds to remember. First is to have better decision-making in handling the ball. Second is to have more discipline inside the court. And third, to double the effort in all aspects. At sa huling quarter nga, kapag daw pinagsama-sama ito, this game will be more than just the school pride but a redemption for themselves. Martin and Prince.
Thank you so much, Fatima Reyes. Doon pa lang sa number 1, sumabay yung agaw ng San Beda Red Lions. They didn't take care of the ball, particularly here at the start of the fourth. They've been turning the ball over. So they need to, as Fatima said, make more effort. Show more effort here in this game.
Parang parang kulang yung identity ng Letran dito sa game na to. Hindi ko makita yung bagay na talagang pinagkakakilanlan para sa Letran, which is yung physicality and yung aggressiveness nila on both offense and defense. Parang kulang na kulang.
It's another miss and an empty trip for the Letran Knights.
And I like how the guards of San Beda, especially Estacio and Gonzalez, controlling the pace, making sure na they take their time. Kasi nga naman, lamang sila.
So, ball going out. We're now seeing the first entry of the game for Chad Gamad. Interestingly, Prince, hindi pa siya, ngayon pa lang siya ipinasok nito Coach Alan Ricardo, after scoring 11 points against JRU. He was one of the bright spots. This is, you know, the Phil Canadian Chad Gamad who scored 3 3-pointers against JRU.
Also, si Manalili, ngayon pa lang din pumasok.
Yeah.
Medyo matagal nagpahinga si Manalili, So medyo malamig pa yan pagpasok ngayon. Tingnan natin kung paano nila paiinitin agad ito si Manalili dahil, again, he's been crucial for dun sa comeback ng Letran during the first half.
Again, this is not the start to the season Letran has envisioned. Siyempre, with the retooled lineup, you know, they are considered one of the deepest teams in the league. You know, a lot of talk with, of course, the transferees, Roque, Omega, the arrival of Manalili, and the holdovers, few holdovers, pero matitibay, Santos, Quahao. So, the expectation is high for this team. Kanino kaya last touch to? Nagsabay yung tapeño.
Pero kung titignan mo yung angulo, dahil patanggap yung isa, patapik yung isa, possible na dun sa tapik manggagaling yung huling touch talaga.
Kasi siya yung nagpaiba ng direksyon ng bola.
May papasok ulit na Letran. Mag-usap kayo ng maigi para 5 lang kayo sa loob.
Ito papasok si...
kasi hindi niyo ma-afford ulit yung isa pang technical kasi naghahabol kayo.
Yeah. Deo Quahao is about to check back in. Jun Roque will take a breather. Roque, this hasn't been his game so far. 2 out of 5, only 4 points.
And it all came from the free throw. Very unusual para dito kay Quahao.
Brian Sahonia triggers this one in. Penny Estacio lumagpas sa linya. Sabi ni Penny, hinihila yung jersey ko.
Again, there will be calls, there will be non-calls. And in that case, the referees decided na yung contact siguro is hindi mag-warrant ng foul. Kasi basketball is a physical sport. And that's gonna be part. There's gonna be grabbing, there's gonna be holding, pulling, pushing. And that's all part of the game.
5 to shoot. Manalili from the parking lot. Online, but a little bit short. Jumel Puno. Sahonia attacking the space. Offensive foul against Sahonia. One of the few times na disadvantage yung upper body strength ni Brian Sahonia, really bulldozing his way to the hoop. Erasing Manalili from the picture. Ito si Manalili. Letran has to move with more sense of urgency. 12 to shoot. They go to Quahao this time. He's got Penny on him. Step back 3. Wala pa rin. Deo Quahao now, 0 out of 4 from the field. Jumel Puno picks it up. No backcourt called. Chad Gamad gets the steal. Manalili scans the floor. Manalili to the corner. Umatake si Quahao. Yes! That is his first bucket of the game.
Deo Quahao.
Di siya makakuha sa labas. Inilapit ni Deo Quahao.
At again, dyan papasok yung smarts ng isang player. Yung strength niya, alam niya na nasa labas. And they are really denying him dun sa outside. Pero he makes sure na pagbabayarin niya.
Big shot from Penny Estacio. San Beda reestablishes 10-point lead now for them. Quick answer from MDO.
And the Spain play is really working good for them. Nakakakuha talaga sila ng magandang looks galing dun sa Spain action na yan.
Hinahanap si Brian Sahonia. Sahod niya. Too strong. Ball is tapped out. Etule unable to save it. Etule is cramping up. Good sportsmanship shown here by Manalili. Helping out Zed Etule, who has shown his all-out hustle today, Prince.
Totoo naman. I mean, grabbing all those rebounds, getting those fouls, attacking the basket. Masasabi mo na talaga na sulit yung Rams na yan.
Yeah.
Pero 4 minutes na lang.
Oo, no? I'm sure nasa isip niya gusto niyang tapusin.
Oo naman,
diba?
oo naman. Lahat naman ng player ganyan.
Oo.
Pero again, hindi mo naman pwedeng tawaran sa kanya na nag-cramp siya ng kulang. Kasi binigay naman niya talaga lahat. And evident dun sa naging laro niya all throughout the entire 3 quarters and a half.
4 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals and 2 blocks for Zed Etule.
And again, hindi madali yung ginagawa niya kasi ang kabantayan niya si Santos, si Buensalida, si Omega. Napakalalaking players niyan and mahirap kabanggaan niyan.
At rookie pa lang yun, si Zed Etule. Manalili, yes!
Ito rin, Rams na rin.
Ika-ika, pabalik itong si Jonathan Manalili. Umiiling siya dito. Nigel Gonzalez looks to take advantage. He's got Manalili on him. Blow by, corner. Jonty pulls back. Miller drives middle. Lost it. Nobody else touched it. Jump ball. It goes to Letran. This was the bump and the basket for Jonathan Manalili. Afterwards, he cramped up.
Pero mukhang ilalaban niya.
Oo.
Hindi, stop muna. Or may challenge.
So this is a chance for him to recover a little bit. Yeah, he's being stretched out.
Kakailanganin siya nitong Letran kasi so far, siya yung pinaka-effective para dito sa Letran in getting to the spots that he wanted.
Ito, Jonty Miller. Napitawan yung bola.
I think that was a good challenge. O challenge. Sulit. Sulit yung challenge na yun.
So, Letran basketball. Ito, Manalili is walking properly. Pero ang hirap lang dyan, Prince. Kapag naramdaman mo na yung cramps, andyan na yan.
One wrong step, aangat na yan. Pero again, sometimes kasi nasa will ng isang player yan. Na kahit pinupulikat ka, nilalaban mo. And makikita mo yan, doon mo makikita yung character ng isang player.
Ito, talaga nilalaban to ni Jonathan Manalili.
Pushing to your threshold.
Yeah. Ayan, pinapagpag niya ng konti yung left leg. But he's needed by his team. You mentioned, siya lang talaga yung nakaka-breakdown ng depensa ng San Beda. And here he is. Omega. Manalili pulling the trigger. No. And a rebound for Joe Celso.
If he wasn't cramping, that would have been an attack. But the fact that he was cramping, I think, unconsciously, he settled for that 3. And I think, for you to shoot a 3, kailangan mo ng legs eh. And the fact that he's cramping, maybe, nag-compensate siya more dun sa arms, kaya alanganin yung pagkakatira niya. Although I think it was a good shot by him kasi they really sagged off on that. And all throughout the game, San Beda has been giving Letran those 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And they're having a hard time making those.
Yeah. Only 3 out of 16 for the Knights. Although mas mababa yung clip ng San Beda, 3 out of 23. Sa ibang aspect naman, bumabawi at yung Red Lions.
I mean, if you have big guys like Celso, Etule, Lina, yung mga tira mo sa 3 points, kahit marami yan, alam mong may kukuha. And in this game, they have 16 offensive rebounds. And it shows.
Yeah. Stolen. Good effort from Manalili. Jonathan now. Straight away three. Wala pa rin. And he's now settling for the outside shot. Although again, that was a good look.
He was wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, pag hindi mo tinira yung mga ganong klaseng tira, kahit pa sabihin mo na dapat inatake niya, open yun eh.
Yeah.
In the first place in basketball, what we're looking for is an open shot. And that was an open shot. And that was a good shot for him.
Yeah. That was a really good look. So another empty trip for Letran. 3.5 to go in the ball game. Jonty Miller. Miller to the corner. Gonzalez off the back iron. Gonzalez gets it back. Another one. This time it's good for Gonzalez.
Parang masyadong malayo to ah. Doon ako sa mas malapit. Piso-piso by Nigel Gonzalez with the offensive rebound.
5th point for Gonzalez. 62-54 lead for San Beda. Manalili. Cuajao, Bumuebuelo. Cuajao for three. That one rimmed out. And Jonty Miller looking to take control. Gonzalez thought about it. They'll hold the basketball. They'll waste away some precious time. 5 to work with. Penny needs to shoot. He knows it. Good block from Letran. Cuajao doesn't have the numbers, but he'll take it all the way.
Mario Cuajao.
6-point game.
I don't think that was a smart play by San Beda prior to that transition by Letran. First of all, Manalili is the one guarding Miller. And we all know that Manalili is cramping up. And Miller has been playing so well for San Beda. They should have given the ball to Miller and made him attack Manalili.
Deep into the trenches. The final 2 minutes. Oh. They wave off the basket. So here's our golden opportunity now for the Letran Knights.
Did they call a basket on that?
No, they waved it off. Tumapak si Nigel.
That was a good look by the refs.
Yeah.
That was a good call.
Whew.
Coulda,
Right.
woulda.
Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Would have been a big shot for Gonzalez.
Could have been a dagger they're waiting for. But the basketball gods are giving chance para dito sa Letran.
Jonathan Manalili. He has 13 points in the game. Manalili to Omega!
Mark Omega!
4-point game. Letran is chipping away on this lead. Gonzalez trying to shake off Gamad. They go to Jonty Miller. Oh, he is being pressured here. Miller inside. Lina fouled hard.
That was a good pass by Miller. Lina making sure na he's in the right spot at the right time, getting the drop pass.
And look at this. Manalili to Mark Denver Omega.
Back-to-back plays, you know, para dito kay Omega. And that's big for him, especially he's having a hard time all throughout the game, getting his rhythm since the first game.
Yeah, exactly. Finally getting on the board. Pressure-packed free throws for Bismarck Lina. He's 2 out of 4. So far, gets the roll on the first. Second one. Two for two for
Bismarck
Lina.
Coming in big. This fourth quarter. Getting those offensive glass and making sure to get the 2 free throws that was awarded to him.
Timeout muna tayo. Welcome back to the coverage. If you guys just tuned in, you're not yet too late. 1:21 left.
A lot can happen.
A lot, yeah. So you tuned in at the right time. Final moments of this game. 1:21 left. 6-point contest.
Pinapawisan nga yung kamay ko eh. Pinapawisan yung kamay ko. Hindi ko alam kung paano mangyayari sa game na to eh.
Right before this, Bismarck Lina calmly sinking 2 free throws. Pero bago yon, gumagawa ng momentum itong Letran Knights. Joe Celso is back inside. Gamad to trigger this one in. So 14 ang shot clock ng Letran. Gamad, good look. Nothing there. And the rebound is secured by San Beda. Here comes Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez handles. Nigel bounce pass. Oh, he had a shot there, but opted to pass. So Letran dodges another bullet. But they had to convert, or they have to convert rather. Manalili. Inside. Isa pang pasa. Oh, Miller! Blocks it out of nowhere! Jonty now.
That might have actually sealed the game for San Beda.
Miller! Yes! Defense to offense. Jonty Miller.
The saving grace.
And San Beda pulls ahead 66 to 58. Balik sa ating laban. And we're seeing a Jonty Miller take over. That was the block. Tignan natin. Oh, okay. Did it hit the board first? Pero
that's a close one.
Yeah,
that's
that was a close one. But Jonty Miller on the other side took matters into his own hands.
Oh.
Defense, offense action from the rookie.
And again, if you play good defense, most probably you're gonna get rewarded.
Yeah.
And in that case, he was rewarded.
And it looks like he's gonna reward this San Beda team with another win. Half-minute remaining. Gamad, Manalili, all alone. No! And that's been the story for the Letran Knights, at least on offense. 3 out of 20 from long distance. But they get it back.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Babalikan natin yung instruction ni Coach Yuri kanina na bawasan yung foul. Sa umpisa lang pala. Kasi parehas sila 2 team fouls lang.
That's right. Nakinig na yung mga bata niya. Pagkatapos noon, Manalili. That's a desperate heave by Jonathan Manalili.
And the morale on the Letran bench has died down.
You see it in the body language.
Okay, Martin, I have a question.
Yeah.
So dito sa game na to, sa tingin mo saan yung naging turning point? Nung doon sila bumaba yung moral ng Letran.
When Miller took over, I think. Oh, yeah. Well, there were different points. at least. For you.
But again, dyan natin babalikan yung emotions natin sa game na minsan kailangan mas makontrol natin. And it can either make or break the game. And in this case, medyo na-capitalize ng San Beda.
Costly, no? Yung sequence na yun.
Yung sequence na yun. Kasi humahabol sila during that time. Letran was trying to get a comeback. And right after that unsportsmanlike foul, San Beda went away. And took over the game. Especially Miller.
Final seconds. John D! With the exclamation point! 22 points for John D. Miller. And that's all she wrote. Round 1 goes to San Beda. The Red Lions defeat the Letran Knights 68 to 58. And they go 2-0 in season 101.
Look at Coach Allen. In Philippine culture, if you're already winning,
yeah, that's true.
Those kinds of baskets, normally they don't take it.
Yeah.
But give it to him. He's a rookie. And maybe he doesn't know the culture. Yeah. And he's just trying to, be the best player he can be. But again, you can see the bench telling him not to take it. Maybe hindi niya narinig. But Coach Yuri and then the coaching staff, they were telling them not to take the shot anymore. And right after that shot, went to the bench. Coach Yuri was telling him, no need to take that shot.
Yeah. Well, he'll learn.
But aside from that, he did very well in this game. He took over. He took the charge. Took on that responsibility of the vets not being able to play. And get away with the win.